going. So I think for a manual, it's very similar. And then what I struggle with on wheelies, and I'm not very good at them, is the brake control.
Yes.
Right. So
yes.
and I think I just don't want to get to the age, or
what age?
Where I don't want to be as old as you guys,
like
where
10 years ago,
I'll never be able to wheelie. So, or manual. So,
well, I can do a pretty good wheelie, and it comes and goes. Back when I was a kid, man, I was wheeling everywhere.
Yeah.
Back then there was no such, I don't know. I didn't know about a manual. I didn't know what the hell a manual was back then.
Yeah.
Back in the 1900s, but
back in the 1900s, yeah.
So there's those machines. I was gonna make one out of wood.
Yeah, dude, just bust your ass a couple times,
and
just pick a soft spot and just bust.
I don't wear flats.
See, I don't either.
How important is the manual though to having fun on a bike?
Well, you get more chips.
I don't know how to do a manual.
So here's my thought: is that
chips.
Well, that's true, and that's the most important thing.
You get more chicks?
More chicks with the manuals.
Oh,
but I really do think that, like, if you can learn the forward and backward, like the power of shifting your weight forward and backward and like leveraging each wheel, like if you feel comfortable getting on your back wheel, that makes it easier to get over some obstacles. And the same as if you feel comfortable getting on your front wheel, that allows you to pivot and make tight turns. And like we had this thing on the East Coast. It's called real mountain biking, and so the trails get a little tight sometimes. So not like Leadville. Like Leadville, is that a mountain bike race? Have we decided?
What's up, Z?
What's up, Z?
Leadville is a gravel race.
It's a gravel race.
Can I tell you guys something? I have still, from my crash, I've been having a headache. Like, I think I really bumped my, there's not much up there anyway, but whatever little I had.
Wait, what crashed? What? I don't know about.
Remember I crashed last week on Tuesday, like right before the podcast, actually.
Graham, I thought he was talking about a previous thing. He didn't really say that he crashed. To me, I kind of thought,
no.
I did not get
through it. I was like, all right, did I miss something? And he actually
yeah. I feel the same way. So, Aria, I think you were concussed because I think you dreamed up talking about a crash on the podcast.
Oh,
we may have to go back and listen.
I think I did, but I crashed pretty hard, man. And there's a hole in my helmet. I didn't even see the hole. And
you definitely glossed over it enough that we did not pick up on it.
No, so I was woodpecker, I was doing like a section coming home, and the bug tried to go in my ear.
Wait.
Oh,
the most important. Oh, the most important thing is the bike okay?
Yeah. The bike is okay. I did break my my lockout.
Oh, we did talk about this. I'm remembering this now, but the head
injury. I remember the bug, but I thought that was like a while ago.
No, that was so. I've been just doing trainer rides like in complete total darkness. This is the first time today I'm able to I've been editing, but I'll take a break every 30 minutes because the light's been killing me. But
that's crazy.
I was looking at my helmet and there's a freaking puncture in it. Like a stick or something just punctured like right back here, and that's where the headache was. And it kind of shifted up here, and then now it's back there. But I'm feeling better than I was, but
just read your shirt.
Read
your shirt. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Wait, so what kind of helmet do you have, Aria? Or did you have? I hope you're not a Smith.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do they have good crash replacement?
I don't think so. Its helmet's kind of old too, but I don't think so. I'll have to check. But
that's why you got to get like Trek, or I think even Specialized. Like they all have like really good crash replacements.
See, I'm kind of particular about. I don't know about you guys. Are you guys particular about the helmets that you wear?
Whoa.
Yeah, what the hell, Jason?
Who's got
I don't know. Nobody calls me. My buddy hasn't called me in weeks.
First off,
2 weeks ago, I call him up and he's like, "Hey, I'll call you back." Well, this is it.
What does your phone look like to make that kind of ringtone? Because that is from like the 2000s.
Yeah, Jason has a.
What do you got there?
Yeah, actually, so
What I don't even know what this is. It's an
a real phone,
iPhone
though.
SE.
so the John in the chats is about. Do you guys replace your helmets every 5 years? Like, I honestly want to know.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, I'm clumsy enough to where I will drop it at some point. It'll fall off a trash can while I'm at a gas station or something like that. And then over time, I sweat so much that all the Velcro wears out. So 5 years, like, I think for me, like, I probably replace helmets every 2 years is what I would say.
Yes.
And then I have like several helmets. So like I rotate them. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like 3, but I like 2 the color, so I just kind of rotate between those 2. Like I wear my mountain bike one, but not very often, which I should have been wearing when I was out there. Maybe I would have had less of a headache.
Yeah, I think like also with helmets, so it's funny, people always want to buy the newest. They always want to buy the newest bike and stuff like that, newest technology. They're coming out with new technology with helmets all the time. And, I think, Virginia Tech does testing of helmets like every year, and they like will rate which ones are the safest. And like, I think the Fox Speed Frame, which is a mountain bike helmet, got the highest rating. And then there's some really good road helmets. So if you're going to invest in something, like, don't be like Aria. Get a good helmet.
I got a.
Smith is good, man. I think
if
I didn't have that on, the headache I've been having, I can't imagine the puncture. That would have been my skull for sure.
Is the one you have is, I'm assuming, MIPS. MIPS is the thing now.
Yeah.
I had a wave cell.
Yeah.
I had that for a while.
The Bontrager one.
That's like Bontrager's technology. My problem with wave cell is it is hot and it is heavy.
It's supposed to be colder and lighter,
but it's not. It's not. Pick up a MIPS helmet. Pick up a wave cell helmet, and you tell me which one you want on your head in a 90-degree day.
I have a laser right now.
I want to go down to the shop tomorrow and wear one, and we'll put it on Instagram for Miss Services.
Yeah, I have a laser right now. It's probably 2 years old, and then I'm thinking I might do. Is it POC or POC? I don't know.
Yeah,
POC.
Yeah, I might do one of those or a Fox next year.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you what I want to go with that I'm thinking.
Please be some sort of Aero TT helmet.
I don't want to be that guy that I am not fast enough, and then I show up on a gravel ride.
Not without that helmet.
doing 60 miles in 5 hours and wanting to wear an air helmet. I think I don't want to like cause trouble, so
that's fair. Speaking of trouble, can we ban Zoran, because he's talking about trying to send pictures to the chat, and nobody wants to see that. So can we please ban him?
Zoran, send me a picture. I'll share it. Send us a picture. We'll share it. We can, Zoran's number one right there.
I know he's our number one fan.
John too, so we can't remove him.
Man,
Aria, so you poked a hole in your helmet.
Ooh, yeah.
I did a mountain bike race and I creased mine. I had a crease right here.
Okay, so that's the question: is like when you crease it, you probably should replace it, right? Is that the general?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them will say if you drop it, you're supposed to replace it.
Yeah.
Screw that.
No, but I mean that's the thing though. That's why
it does make sense.
But like Trek and Bontrager, they have a no questions asked 1 year replacement guarantee. So like if you drop your helmet and you're like, I don't feel safe in this, go take it to the store, tell them that, they'll warranty it for you. They'll give you a brand new one, no questions asked. Yeah.
But that's the problem. Is like it has to look a certain way for me. It has to.
Dude, you know what you would look good in? That ballista, the Trek ballista. You'd be looking so good in that area.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Look it up, pull it up on the screen, and then we can let the audience vote on whether or not.
Let's see. Yeah, people help me decide which one I should go with. Trek what? What's it called?
Ballista. 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 Ballista.
Does it have that quick connect still?
Oh, I don't know. I like that.
I do too.
Magnetic. Yeah, it's really nice.
No, I'm not wearing this. Screw
No,
that.
Rhea, not that color. Not that color. Look at the other colors. Like, no.
Okay, that looks solid, but
It's not bad.
that's you. That would look good with your bike.
No, I am not showing up at a gravel ride event wearing this Aero helmet.
It looks hot.
Can we take an audience poll and just let the
Yeah.
audience decide?
Let us know, guys.
Hey,
Would you like
listen,
to see me in
listen.
that one or this one?
If you were gonna try and beat me or Jason at Sea Otter, you better be doing everything you can do to get faster. You know,
Somebody's saying the POC.
Let me look that up. Pros and Air.
yeah, I do like Pac makes cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They got good athletes on their team too.
Yeah, they do.
Freaking, this is what drives me crazy when these such engines don't optimize.
Who rides Pac? Like, is it EF Education that rides in
I think
Pac?
EF, yeah.
EF, yeah.
Yeah.
And those are cool guys. I mean, like, I could rep that. You could look like the EF guys. Get yourself a pink Pac.
Lockie.
You could be like Lachlan Morton, Aria. Imagine that.
I could be like him, but I'm not nearly. Okay, so this looks.
Stop it.
Trent,
Stop
like,
it.
look at it.
John Smith, stop it. If you don't like that, and you don't like the ballista, that thing comes over your ears.
It's got one of those. See,
John's trying to set me up.
It's got the face shield too. It's got the eye.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
dude,
you gotta pop them off and turn them upside down or something.
I promise you, Aria, if you show up in that,
yeah, I'm winning. See,
you're winning everything just before the race starts.
Man, the drag will be reduced so much. I'll be incredible.
Hopefully they don't come out with a flesh colored one.
Yeah.
That'd be something else.
Yeah. Did you guys catch up on Leadville at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the?
I thought it was a good race.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love that the flat bar woman won the race.
Oh yeah, Kourtney.
Yeah. So on Kourtney's bike, so she was riding in the coolest position I've ever seen on a mountain bike, holding on to the stanchions.
All the time.
Seriously?
I'm serious. Yeah.
Wow.
Like if I do like a long gravel ride on my mountain bike, that's the only way you can aero that way.
So I guess my question was, and I couldn't really figure out. I was kind of half watching the live coverage, but did she put any kind kind of like 3D printed like little handles or anything like that
No,
for her hands to rest on?
She just held on to the fork.
Yeah. Let me find it. But interesting enough, she had the SRAM blips, right?
Down there.
Right down there.
Dude, that's so smart.
Because once she got on the flat trying to go home, my goodness.
That's why I think it's a gravel race, you know?
Well, but there's still something to be said. Like, and I know we're talking about like marginal gains when you talk about aero, but even being in that position, like you've got the bike aerodynamics at that point, and it is significantly less aerodynamic on that with that big head tube and those wide bars than it is on a drop bar bike. I mean, even so, like I listened to. Well, actually, I'll come back to it. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting, her position. It was really cool.
And Jason, like, I don't know. I disagree that's a gravel race. I rode my cutthroat out there, and that was uncomfortable.
Well, no. It's not a gravel race as far as, like, you can't ride a gravel bike on it, but the spirit of it, I mean, it is. They take the coolest, one of the coolest places on earth, and they ride the most boring possible roads that you could ever possibly ride, and it's an out and back. Like, I mean, come on. Like, mountain biking means you have like technical skill involved, and like there's switchbacks, and it's not a sustained effort kind of race.
Pete Stedner said he's down with it. He said he's gotten all he wants to get out of that race. There we go. Here, let me show this, guys. Let's go back.
He said that's kind of. He's. I feel like he's getting out of all of it.
Let's show you poetry in motion. Okay. This was impressive watching this. Sorry, guys, I'm excited. I mean, she's about to get down in her drops here. Well, her forks, and she's got blips down there. But after this shot here, she's gonna. I mean, she was in a league of her own out there. There it goes.
Yeah.
And
well, so was Keegan. I mean, Keegan.
Yeah.
Gaston, everybody again.
Gaston and Simone Pilot were able to hang on, but
he had control of that race from what, mile 50?
Yeah.
I heard. I listened to Keegan and Alexi Vermeulen. Sorry, Alexi.
Vermeulen.
I was kind of hoping for Alexi to do a little bit better.
Say his name wrong. No, you gotta say the name right. Vermeulen.
Yeah, but I listened to their podcast, and they talked about how the fact that the conditions, both from like a wind perspective and a like dirt perspective, were really tough because there had been like zero rain for a long time, and so like when Keegan went really fast, there were two things: one, there was a tailwind on some certain sections, and two, the dirt was tacky, and they all said that they were slipping and sliding all over the place, but. I think at one point Keegan said it was like a headwind section and he was doing like 350 watts and going like 11 miles an hour.
Yeah.
On the flats. That's rough.
Yeah.
Did he have a rear shock? Sorry.
Yeah.
He was full suspension. Yeah.
It was one of those 60 mil or 80 mil shocks, right?
Probably. It was a Santa Cruz Blur,
yes,
I believe. So I'm not sure what that looks like.
He probably had it.
He had flight attendant on there for sure.
Yeah, he probably had it drop down to like 80 mils. He probably.
Yeah.
I saw where they did like Alexi did his shakedown ride where he was trying to decide if he was going to run flat bars or full suspension or.
I think you could do. I've ridden pretty much a whole Leadville course, and the hardtail will be an unpleasant day on the bike. Like you do need the full suspension. There's sections that are flat that are good that you can motor without full suspension, but the majority of those, like up the descents, the St. Kevin's, power line, pipeline, all those are like you need full sass.
There's a bunch of really and not gnarly descents, but rough enough that if you had suspension front and back, you could really make some ground. And if you're on a hard tail or even, fully rigid, you're just not going to make that kind of time up on the flats.
And you're going to be tired. I think it's going to beat you up. There's a section, I think it's pipeline, that is fairly flat, but incredibly rough. That, man, because you do that twice, and I think it's 4 or 5 miles.
It gets steep there too. I thought they said it's like 25% for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that power line when
Keegan ran a 40-tooth chainring.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? Think about that.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm barely able to make up 18% on my 40-tooth, let alone like do they in theory they climb up 5 mountain passes, right? You do St. Kevin's, you do power line,
Columbine.
you do Columbine, you descend Columbine, you do power line again, so 5.
And then there's that climb into town, the boulevard climb, which that was a headwind this year is what they said.
Yeah. Very impressive.
Brutal.
That you could
I'm curious to know how much time he spent at elevation.
He was there for a long time.
Keegan lives at 6,000 to 7,000.
But he was out in Leadville like for several weeks, and then I think he went back to
Yeah, but like most of those guys in Colorado and stuff, you live at 6,000-7,000, so adapting from 6 to 10,
I don't know, man. I mean,
still
like,
some time.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, listening to Keegan's numbers a couple times, like, I mean, it's numbers that don't sound like superhuman, but like that like everything gets backed off because of the elevation, and like you just cannot go into the red zone. If you do, you're done.
yeah, no, I found out the hard way. Like once my heart rate like pegged, no matter how slow I went, it never came back. It was like it would drop so slightly under like red zone, and then as soon as I'll stop doing any power, it'll be back.
I would,
back up.
I would have to ask him if I was going to ask him a question. I would ask him about his prospects or ambitions of the Tour de France. Why does he want to do the tour? Does he not want to do it? Do they court him? I mean, how would he? Just curious, you know.
I mean, I think Keegan he's been on podcasts before, and he said he's had World Tour offers.
Really? Yeah, I can imagine. I would imagine.
The thing is that like while Keegan is good at what he does, and he maybe one of the best athletes at altitude that there is out there.
Simone Pilot.
I mean, well, okay, yeah, that's a good example. So like they finished what, like 8 minutes behind, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like think about Tadej Pogačar.
Yeah.
And against Simone Pilot, who was like, he was a good breakaway specialist and a King of the Mountains winner in the World Tour, but like not necessarily like blowing the doors off of everyone. Like Keegan would go to a World Tour team and he would make probably 10% of what he makes right now.
Yeah,
because of his sponsors. I'm not even joking. I mean, yeah.
And then he'll be getting smoked too. You know?
I mean, and that's the thing is like he lives in a foreign country away from his family. Like he is living the life. He gets sponsor deals. He is the big fish in the smaller pond. He gets to stay home, and he gets to ride all these races that everyone just loves to see him at. I mean, he is the king of his little castle. And like, why would you ever change that?
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, and I think that's, I've thought about that. That's why probably like a lot of pro US gravel men and women, actually you see more of the women coming from the pro road and coming home and just doing their privateer model, because you run your own show. And those guys, if you're really good, those guys that are considered the top 10 of the lifetime, they're probably making 6 figures, setting their own schedule and what they want to do. For sure. So it's like, why go to Europe and be somebody's domestic?
Right. I mean, it's like Dylan Johnson, which like shout out to Dylan Johnson. I mean, guy got hit by a car, broke his leg, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And he came back and I think finished in the top 30. And
he was.
And for those that listen to the Bonk Bros podcast or follow Dylan Johnson, can anyone tell me what place he got in the Lifetime Grand Prix? Hold on, 16th. Yeah, I was hoping the chat would do it. Yeah, 16th.
Oh, I was guessing. Sorry,
You need to raise your hand before you talk. Yeah. But
yeah.
So I mean, but like, it's pretty impressive. Like, basically off the bike, not being able to do anything, and then comes back and puts together a pretty big performance. So, but yeah, for me, Leadville, like it's a spectacle in itself, I guess, but it's not a fun race. Like none of the people I wanted to watch bang bars, like, Alexi wasn't fighting with Keegan for position, wasn't fighting with Matt Beers for position. Like, none of the fun stuff that you see.
What happened to freaking Alexi and Beers?
Well,
those guys were no show.
I don't think that they no showed. I think that they know that what their strengths are. I think they all look at what the schedule looks like and they say Matt Beers, who's 180 pounds, compared to Keegan, who's 140 pounds. I mean, the math is the math.
With the guy.
So it's like, why even empty yourself for that when he can go to Schwamigan, he can go to Little Sugar, Big Sugar. Yeah. What else is left?
Yeah, Schwamigan, Little Sugar, and Big Sugar.
That's it?
And maybe one more. I think that's it. I'll be a Schwamigan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Last year was
cool.
My goal was to make it in with all the camera stops and grabbing the footage of the race to make it in before the men. I didn't want to get passed by the men, because the pros start before the amateurs, after the amateurs. So if you're still out there on course, you're gonna get these freaking freight trains coming through and just probably blowing right off your bike. So
just save up your watts and then turn on the GoPro and jump on the back of that train.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I think I've done it a couple of times. I think I don't want to get banned by Lifetime. They're probably because I did that at Big Sugar last year.
they'll be mad at you for flying your drone too close to them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they'll.
You're already
If you're on your bike, is that guy gonna ride up to you and be like, "Hey,
get out of here"?
Yeah,
get out of here. You paid money, but we don't.
You're close.
But no, like Beers, Payson, and Keegan came through on the last big kick of the day at Big Sugar, and I hopped on. But man, it killed me. I went maybe a tenth of a mile. I was like, all right, it's been good.
It's been real.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the Aero? Did you guys see the fairings on the forks of Keegan and Sophia? Those Aero fairings?
Yeah.
I saw them after the fact.
Yeah. Wow.
Aero.
I mean, I think it's cool. It's a cool idea and it's a good thing. But I mean, I think if you look at the science behind Aero, the first thing that you need to do is you need to get Aero clothing. That's like the biggest drag that you have is like your body. So it's like getting a skin suit. Second thing is a helmet. That's Aria, get your little like ear cover helmet. Sure. You can go so fast. And the third are wheels. That's aerodynamics or wheels. And then the fourth is frame. So if you look at the socks. Oh yeah, socks are in there too. Yeah, John knows socks. Yeah.
Do we know how many watts the socks net you? Do we know?
Rule 23 says something like 16 watts is what they can save with their socks.
That's insane.
If you ride at like 40K an hour, which is what in American, like 22 miles an hour.
So what happens if you if you go Ironman and wear the no-show, just shave your legs and wear the ankle socks? Is that more drag or less drag?
That's funny because there's Remco. You guys know who Remco Evenepoel is? Yeah. So he's he's one of the most aero riders in the world right now, and he wears no sleeves on his TT bike, whereas most guys wear textured sleeves. But they say that his skin is more aero than the fabric that they can make, and it's specific.
It's buttery smooth.
Yeah. So
I wonder if you could spray something on your, if a suntan lotion or something like that helps.
Just baby. Oh, perfect segue. So if you listeners want to be 18 watts faster, you need to get yourself some Olive and take that Olive and rub it all over your arms and legs. And probably face too.
Yeah.
And you will be 18 watts faster. So shout out to Olive, our sponsor, and one of the lead sponsors for Core 4 this year, which is in a week. Yes. So I do want to talk about Core 4.
Less than a week.
Okay. Well, I do want to talk about that, but I before we go to Core 4, what else do we have for Leadville? It's a boring race. It's not a fun race to watch.
No, I was just impressed by Kourtney's performance.
It's an impressive physical feat. Yeah, I was really sad for Melissa Rollins because I really like her a lot. She's a cool rider. But
you can't beat the world champ. You can't beat it. You can't beat the world champ.
So Leadville's a boring race. It's cool to see people ride high at altitude. Congrats to all those that did it. I don't envy you.
I think if we three did it, I'll smoke all of you guys if we did Leadville.
Oh no,
because I am
gathered up in Olive.
Yeah, I'll be.
Yeah, because I'm so tuned to altitude. I was born at altitude. So it's still it courses through my veins.
Bro, you are a Cornlander now. You are not. You've given up all altitude credit. Your genes have reversed.
No, they have not.
I think
All
I'm more
right.
altitude than the both of you right now.
It's true.
I'm
I
a-
did get up. I got up to 6,000 feet though this past week. So
Whoa.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's pretty high. Yeah.
We don't have any of that around these here parts.
No, not
I was trying to find those freaking fairings, but never mind. Let's move on to the next.
Well, let's talk about Core 4 if you guys want to. Should we?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I don't know, Uri, if you can pull up
Yeah,
on your
maybe
screen.
I'll get a bottle down here. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. I was reading the comments.
Zoran, we're trying to have a conversation here. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Zoran. Uri, can you pull up that post about the pro men and the pro women that are coming, so we can kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yeah,
I think
what
that'd
was
be kind of
that?
cool.
Was that on Instagram?
Yeah.
See if we can find it. Yeah, that was a good list, huh?
So you were at 6,000 feet? Where at?
Yeah, where the heck was that?
Okay, I'm gonna call it like 5,700, but like, can I round up? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll forgive you.
So yeah, well, go look on my Instagram. I post the real. So Taylor and I took the motorcycles up into the mountains, and we went on this place called the Cherahela Skyway. Goes from Tellico Plains, Tennessee, to Robbinsville, North Carolina. It's like 40 something miles. Olive, brought to you by Olive. But yeah, it gets up really high. It's cool because down in the valley it was 80 something degrees, and we get up top and it's like low 60s. So yeah.
That's pretty. There's some elevation down there. I like it. What's your elevation right now? Where you're at, Graham?
I'm probably at like 1,700 feet with the valley floor at like 1,200 feet. I think is what
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but like, because Chattanooga's a valley, the river runs through it, Tennessee River, but then the mountains are big enough, not enough to really like get big, but like it's the start of the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, I guess you could say.
There's some weird stuff there in the Appalachian, man. I don't know.
Better pedal faster if you hear banjo
they
music.
tell you if you hear your name called in the woods over there in Appalachia, you better not go find out who's calling your name. Is it true? I won't be bike parking through Appalachia anytime soon.
No?
I'll make sure I get to my destination before sunset.
Aria. This is not Alabama or Mississippi or any of those.
No.
Come on down to Tennessee. Let's go back bikepacking.
No, I'm hearing about the mysteries in the forest.
Oh, there are totally mysteries in the forest.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I'm like, I don't know about that.
Bigfoot.
I don't want to mess with it.
Well, I mean, if they're bears, the thing is, though, all you got to do, like, old story with bears, right? Like, what do you have to do if you see a bear and you're with friends?
Run faster than Aria.
Just run faster than your slowest friend. So, same goes for bikes. And in this situation, Jason, I think you and I'd be having a little extra barbecue at the end of the night, because Aria might get eaten.
I told you guys about when Yvonne and I came head to head with a grizzly bear.
What'd you do? Did you stand in front of her?
Well, I did. I was the man of the house, but there was a different. There was a caveat to this whole situation. Now we had discussed this before we even got married.
He peed his pants.
Well, Yvonne's in the chat, so it could be interesting to see what she says.
I told her, if we're ever in a deadly situation, especially this stuff that Yvonne, you like to do, like going and bike parking in remote places where there's no cell phone signal and not a single person in 20, 30 miles, you get it. If it's a grizzly, obviously you're not fighting that. So I give it 10-second head start. 10 seconds. That's it. That's it. 10 seconds. You better outrun me because I'm coming. And I am not waiting. Because the way I see it, somebody has to live tell the story. What happened, right? Anytime you hear tragedy, people want to be like, what happened? Right? So,
So you're like, I pulled my GoPro out and held my wife right here, and then it was
I pulled out the bear spray. I removed the safety on it, and we stood there kind of for a second. My hand shaking like this, but I'm like, safety is off. I'm ready to go. I'm like, DiCaprio in that. What's that movie? Revenant? Yeah.
Revenant.
Yeah. And so anyway, Yvonne lets out a roar like I never heard, like a freaking African lion. And the bear freaking bolts into the bushes.
Yeah.
And we keep riding, and we get to the campsite down in Glacier National Park. The sunset, the sun's gone down, and the park ranger's like, "How did you guys get into the park?" We're like, "Oh, we did the inside North Fork Road." And she's like, "Oh." As I saw that, I'm like, "Uh-oh, there's more to this story." And she's like, "Now that you guys made it, I'll tell you the story of what happened last summer." And Jason, that's not very far off your freaking tour divider out too.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah. and she's like, there was a guy who was bike parking that same road. A freaking grizzly chased him. He jumped off, bear sprayed it. He ran out of bear spray. The thing is still chasing him. So he jumps off his bike, runs, and then he grabs his bike and just eats his Brooks saddle. But he was able to run away. Lost interest after that. I think the spray took into account. But so you don't mess around. So after that incident, the National Forest Services, or whatever it's called, closed the road because there had been too many of those incidents. And I think the road is called the Bear Highway because it has a lot of those huckleberries, right? Are they, Jason, huckleberries? What are those? Yeah, huckleberries, I think.
Elderberries.
Right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, yeah.
What the heck?
But yeah.
We lost you. Did your camera overheat?
I don't know. It's just shut off.
He's overheating.
Well, so since we can't look at Jason and his beautiful mug, Aria, pull up that start list.
Yeah.
Pull up that start list so we can see it.
I forget where the button is to mark yourself. Graham, you help him while I put the code in here. Let me see. Let's
Oh, you're back.
Hey.
There we go.
I heard everything you said.
You heard everything we said about you?
Yeah, all that.
How you gonna lose that sea otter? All right, let me get this code in here. And we'll look at that post.
No, I think that would be my move. If I didn't have bear spray and a bear was like getting ready to charge me, I guess if I'm not riding my bike, and I'm just I see the bear and I get off my bike, I would put the bike in between us and hope that he charges the bike and gets kind of frustrated with, biting metal and
it's not shifting right. He gets it and it's like, it's creaking a little bit and he gets distracted, something.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, I ride steel, so it's going to be a little harder to chew through steel than carbon.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't envy, but I'm always amazed by those guys that like fight off the cougars and stuff, or like, they just like fight. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what I would do.
There's the Mothman, those stories on NPR or something. So we went to one of these Mothman shows in Iowa City, and this guy is like from Alaska, and he's talking about how he's like
seen the Mothman
distraught one day. And well, it's called the Mothman Stories. It's the title of the show, and it's just crazy stories, stories about people.
Oh, really? Is it like the Mothman Prophecy? Like, isn't there a show called the Mothman Prophecy?
It's just. I think it's just the name of the show. There is a Mothman that's like Bigfoot or something like that, But anywho, this guy talks. He's like, I'll leave my house and I'm just like walking out in the woods, and I live in Alaska, and I wasn't really thinking, and all I had was like a blanket around me. I just kind of started, taking a walk away from the house, and I wandered here, wandered there, and he's like, I didn't bring my bear spray with me. I didn't bring my gun with me or anything. He's like, and then, there's a grizzly in front of me. And he's like, I don't know what to do. And Apparently, the grizzly charged him, and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna die," and I just like peed myself and just held, just put my arms up to try and look big, and he had this blanket around him. He holds this thing up, and he goes, he just screams at this bear, and he said the bear stopped, and he's like, "Holy shit!" And then he screamed again. The bear took off, and he was like, "That's my story,"
Crazy.
Yeah, John said, "Black bear, fat back, brown, laid down, white, say good night." If it's the polar bear, you that's it. It's eating your bike and eating you.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the start list for call for Kenya. We haven't seen Kenya in a long time, guys.
Who?
Kenya. Kenya.
Oh, what's up, Kenya?
Yeah. Kenya.
Well,
I feel
Aria's
like
still trying to get over probably a head injury. Who knows? He won't tell us.
He's extra friendly today. All right, I got the post pulled up from. It's on the Gravel Earth Instagram. I don't know if you can get that up, Aria.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but for the women, Sarah Sturm, Rosa Closer, she's winner of Unbound
last year, right?
Last year. Gierke Shears, so she's the SD Works like Dutch. She's got a really cool story. I don't know if you guys know about her, but she was like had a career before, decided that she didn't like her career, got into cycling, was a domestique or a soigneur for teams, and then they realized that she had a lot of talent, and then she got offered a pro contract with SD Works. So she's cool. Hannah Shell, who Zoran said that Hannah Shell got fourth at Leadville. Can someone confirm that while I'm looking at this?
I think she did well.
That's what he said.
Shell.
Hannah Shell. This is what he said.
No, Hannah Otto. Hannah Otto.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hannah Otto.
I don't think Hannah Otto was even fourth, actually. Maybe she was. I don't think so.
She was up towards the front.
Zoran was watching some bootleg stream. I don't know what he was doing.
Let's see if we can find
Crystal Anthony. So she rides for Liv. And
listen up, Yvonne. This is your competition.
Emily, yeah. Oh, Pauline Ferrand Prevost, her sister, is racing.
She just won that freaking.
She's good, dude. Yeah, she's really good. Yeah.
I rode with the lady in Lifetime, Prevost, the sister, and man, freaking talk about the powerhouse on the bike.
Yeah,
she was. I didn't know who she was at the time. Very nice. I could tell, like she had an accent. I'm like, you're not from Texas, I'm sure.
Yeah, but super awesome women's start list. I think like a lot of pros coming through, and then for the men, we've got Simon Nordal Svensson. So he races for Panorama. He's a top 10 finisher at a bunch of races. Tobias Kongstad, also on Panorama. There's this I don't know this guy very well. It's Lachlan Morton. You guys know him?
That's only one of the legends of cycling.
Yeah, don't worry about him. He's not going to do that.
Lachlan Morton coming to Core 4. That's pretty cool. Adam Roberge, Dylan Johnson's teammate. Michael Vandenham. Is he the Canadian champion?
Roberge is the Canadian.
No, yeah, Roberge is Canadian, but I think Michael Vandenham is the Canadian champion right now.
That doesn't sound Canadian. That name doesn't sound Canadian.
I mean, he's got a big old maple leaf next to his name.
Oh, okay, maybe. Where is that list? I can't find it.
It's on the Gravel Earth series.
Just
on their page.
Graham, just when you say his name at the end of it, say A, and it'll sound more Canadian.
Michael Van Den Ham. Yeah. Michael Vandenham. Ronan Hines. I'm not sure who that is, but he is riding for Team Olive, which is kind of cool.
Whoa.
Michael Lambert, perennial Wisconsin road race state champion, and he's pretty good. Mason Wilson, local boy.
I got my keep going. I got my special.
You got it. Michael Garrison, That's a cool one. He's an Atlanta boy. Actually, I'm best friends with his cousin. I can't hear Aria. He's muted.
Is he muted now?
Yeah, he's muted. And then Daxton Mock and old Nate. Nate's on the watch list for favorites for men. So big start list.
Does he ride for a team? Didn't he ride for like a mountain team at some point?
Who?
You remember that? Nate.
Oh, I don't know. I did see though, like he posted. I gotta give him some credit. He put like I didn't see his. I think it was Schwamigan last year. He beat like Roberge and Adam L'Esperance, and so I mean,
it's okay, Zoran, I'll forgive you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. He beats some pros last year. So, and then of course he gets to make the course, so that helps a little bit. I think the two people I didn't see on there were I didn't know. I thought Dillman was doing Core 4.
Is he not on there?
I don't know if is he on the.
Because he knows he's gonna get waxed by all the firefighters.
Yeah, he's gonna get smoked.
Let's see. I don't see him in here. Yeah, he's very surprised that he's not coming back. Yeah, he's not in here. He chickened out.
Oh no.
Who do you think is? Man, that's going to be a very interesting race. Actually, it's going to be a very interesting race. I'm wondering how that's going to shake out. A bunch of different people with different disciplines for the distance. You know.
What's pretty cool about it is, there will be probably a front group that, starts that forms, and then I don't know. My guess is those guys will just attack each other and just start dropping.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like a drag race from the line.
What's the weather going to look like?
It's going to be dry. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hella hot. Let me double check, but I think it's going to be pretty hot, actually.
I think it's going to be a
91
bunch. I think it's going to be a bunch finish. There's nothing on that course that is like really for like the really strong riders. Like it'll be a race into the single track. And then it will be whoever comes out of the single track, if anyone gets dropped, which I don't think anyone will get dropped.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be a bunch sprint through the cyclocross course.
It's going to be. Yvonne said Dillman's in there. I don't see him.
Can we bring him on the podcast real quick? I've got his number. Should I call him?
Yeah, call him. Give him a call. See if he'll jump on. See if he'll predict.
I'll text him.
Oh, is he Andrew? I think it's Andrew Dillman. Yeah, it's right there.
He is? Okay, he's in there.
Fayetteville, Kentucky.
What about Chase? Is Chase working it?
I don't think so.
Mm.
It's going to be good. It's really, it's a good thing for Iowa City, Iowa in general.
Yeah, it's huge.
I'd like to see an Iowa City person win.
It won't.
You like to see an Iowa City? There's no
way, dude.
I know.
You never know. Over under, like what place will the top local guy get? And I don't consider Michael Lambert local because he races down there all the time, but he's not from there. So like Mason and Nate, like what place do we think they're gonna get? Aria?
You think they'll put it? I think they won't be in the top 10.
No. Unless here's the thing, like this is a gravel art series race.
I think
a lot of these guys are trying to win the series, so I don't see our local legends being able to stack up on an international level. Like these guys are international level riders.
Is that Hayden Warner? Is he still local Iowa City?
I don't know. Nate will get top 10. No, that's a negative.
Yeah, that's false.
That's a negative. Absolutely not.
Wait, Zoran is driving one of these lead vehicles. If he's driving the men's vehicle, then he could have some influence on the race. So maybe
he's going to be giving Nate hand-ups the whole time.
Exactly. Sticky bottles.
He's probably going to be creating illegal feed zones.
Yeah.
illegal feed zone.
That's
So-
going to be a thing.
No,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be top 10. I mean,
So Jason says top 10 for Nate. I say Mason beats Nate
Yeah.
and gets 18th, and Nate gets 23rd.
No, I think Nate's
Well-
probably top 20.
Nah,
You don't think so?
nah.
yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. I guess there is a lot of people that that we might not know about. That it's gonna
I
be
mean,
interesting.
I don't know how smart a racer Nate is, but like the one advantage that Nate has is that he knows every inch of the course.
Yeah.
And so the only way he takes advantage of every inch of the course is to be on the front at pivotal moments. And if he tries to be on the front, he's going to blow up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like you have to be ready for 100 and some odd mile. You have to be ready to answer to every attack if you're going to
Exactly.
be up front.
Yeah, and I think
But again, I don't think
Yeah.
there's gonna be that many attacks. Really? I mean,
Oh, there's
yes,
going to have to be. It's such a short distance.
yeah, but I mean,
no, I think they're going to ride it
look
hard.
at what if you look back at last year's Mid-South 100-mile race and see what happened. It's like a Turk after another, because all those guys can do for a little bit over 4-hour century.
It makes me wish Core 4 was either in the spring or in the late fall when there was wind. Because can you imagine a flat course gravel race
Ooh.
with echelons and like
Yeah.
crosswinds and like having a position like that would be super cool.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that would be solid.
Switch the Lake McBride Classic, since there's never any snow, with Core 4 and make the Lake McBride Classic in the summer and make it a mountain bike race.
No, that'll be interesting. There used to be snow on the Lake McBride Fat Tire Classic.
they
Just
won't
remember
because you're not allowed to ride mountain bikes over there.
Yeah,
Man,
but
that'll be-
that'd
yeah.
be so cool. Like I rode that race the year before I left Lake McBride, and there was no snow, and I rode it on a fat bike. But all I was thinking was, how much fun would this be on a cross country bike? Like just ripping it up. It would be so fun.
I did it a couple of times, and every time I did it, there was snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just when you and I back in the day when we did it, we did a couple of times, and there was snow, but I haven't done it the last few times. It's been bone cold and no snow. I'm like, if I'm gonna go out there and showcase my speed, I need some snow to show my evolutionary advantage in the snow.
I think I got 11. I think I got 11th there once.
That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
you did. Yeah.
I got 11th.
Yeah, that's a fun race. That's a fun course, but it's more fun with snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Now,
But
I would imagine.
I never
Wait.
owned a fat bike, but I did on a fat bike every year.
Back to Core 4. Aria, what's the coverage plan for Core 4? All right, you're going to be
Well,
there?
Well,
I'm
going to be there. I'm going to, thanks to Olive for getting us in. And Zoran is going to be front and center getting us some footage for our network here.
Sick.
Yeah. Just don't crush my camera because I can't get another one. They're embargoed in the US.
You break it, you bought it.
No, you can't buy one. So money's no good. No good.
Wait, GoPros? You can't buy a GoPro?
No, the DJI.
Oh,
The
you went
old-
DJI.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Well, I used to use GoPros, but if you're in a race and you're trying to work hard, you don't need to be like stressing about your camera locking up on you. And if you're in a group, cool shots are happening, moves are happening. You go to hit that record and the thing is like, no, I'm not recording right now.
I
The only
want
way
to use the voice activated record on mine. I haven't figured that out yet.
You can, but then if you're riding in a group and sometimes it hears things and then it just starts recording.
Oh,
When
okay.
you don't want to record.
I'll just get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
Zoran
fair.
will be there, so we'll be grabbing us some footage. Ivan will be
So
out on
cool.
course also, grabbing us some footage, and hopefully we can put something together from the front of the race and from from the front of the mid pack racer, aka me. Obviously,
Are you doing the 100? Are you doing the 100 area?
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
No centuries this year.
Yeah.
85 or less. And my longest is going to be Gravel World 75 next week. So yeah, I'm done with that. Well, I'll be back to centuries, but this year I decided to just do 85 miles or less. I just don't have the time to train for I think my problem is there's a certain speed I like to do on the 100 miler, and if you're not in the right shape, I just don't want to be there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
It just becomes, unless you're touring, which you're just going for a Saturday ride. I don't need to be riding for 10 hours just to go 100 miles. So that's why.
So core four is core 4 is Saturday.
Yeah. You guys flying down to be in Possum?
And I wish. What's the World of Bikes representation there?
I think they might be sending some people out there, So I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, we're still kind of repping for World of Bikes also. So
tell Egan Egan should be doing it.
I don't know if Egan's doing much. I don't know. Maybe him and Kara are riding. I don't know. I don't think
Egan believes in organized rides.
Yeah, I think he just kind of does his own thing. Yeah. But yeah. Well, shall we close it out? Anything else? Anybody in the comments have anything that we want to talk about that we probably missed?
What are people? Do we have any comments from offline?
I know GCN. I saw a thing. GCN wants more rules in gravel to prevent the U.S. gravel pros and whatever gravel privateers from turning their mountain bikes into monstrosities like that we saw at Leadville. What are your thoughts on it? You guys think we should have more rules on what kind of bikes we should ride in gravel? I feel like that's ridiculous. This is why we don't do,
you're going to ride the fastest thing for the course. I mean, why?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, like my thing is that on the road and on the track, it does make sense because like you're running on the same tarmac all the time. It's concrete, right? Like or asphalt. Yeah. But if people find ways to make gravel bikes faster, make the course more technical, and then they'll have to change their bikes, and they'll have to pick like the bike selection for gravel races and pseudo gravel races. I think is sometimes 40% or more of the battle, right? Like picking the right bike, picking the right tires, publicizing that. And for brands, it makes so much more sense because like on the road, people think Conti GP 5000s for their road tires and then whatever frame they like. But on gravel, I mean, there are an infinite number of options of tires, wheels, setups, drivetrains, and brands have to love that. So, yeah.
I honestly like showing up at a gravel event and seeing all kinds like the 90s mountain bike that somebody has like, hey, this, and they've thrown some gearing on it and made it a freaking gravel bike.
What I hate seeing is the same carbon fiber drop bike everybody else has. Personally,
totally agree. So no rules on gravel.
Hey Graham. Oh, sorry, Graham. We sold a tributary today.
Oh, did you? Which one? Which one did you sell?
I didn't pay that close attention to it. But
what color was it? Well, what color?
It was like a silver gray. I think it was.
That's the one I have. It
had the shock. It had the shock.
Right back over there, dude. Best bike in the world. Coolest bike in the world.
I told him too. I said, "Look, my buddy, I know a guy that's got one of these, and he loves it.
It's ridiculously fun.
It's the ultimate dad bike for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think you throw a trail on there, take the kids for a crazy ride, the Mac ride on that thing. I mean,
it's perfect for that.
That's a solid bike. I definitely want to get one of those done.
I'm a little bummed out that I didn't take it for a ride, but we just built it yesterday, and they came in today and picked it up. About midday. I didn't get a chance to get on it.
Yeah, that thing it rides like a monster truck. It just wants to like truck over anything that's in front of you.
Yeah,
and you know, what's the stock handlebar width on those things? Is it like 40 something?
No, I think it's like 36 or 38, at least on my size.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's
flared.
It's flared in the bottom.
The drop,
yeah.
The
top is 38-ish. That's wow, that's narrow.
Yeah. But like it doesn't feel that way because like the geometry of the tributary is so similar to the geometry of the cutthroat to where it's like the head angle is so slacked out that it feels like a mountain bike.
It is very slack, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's super fun. The one thing I would recommend, and you should tell your customer, the dropper that they put on that he got the Apex version, I think. That's the XO.
This is what you need. If I'm gonna buy this bike, this is it right here. I want it spec'd out exactly like this.
Yeah, I mean it's sick. The problem is though is that the dropper is a mechanical dropper, and so like you really need the axis dropper because then you can actually get into the drops when you ride more technical terrain, and you don't have to worry so much about like having yourself way far up. But
yeah, I feel like it might be a little squirrely up the top here if you're trying to like do some really sketchy stuff.
It's not squirrely, like it handles well. It's just like how well can you hold on? Because inevitably, like holding on to the hoods,
something's gonna buck you.
Yeah, you get bucked every once in a while if you're really like ripping things. But
just get rid of the dropper post. Just get rid of it.
No way, dude. You need it with that heavy bike.
Nobody rides like you.
Yeah.
I am considering electronic shifting on my gravel bike.
Well, that's probably a good note to end it on because if you talk about it, we'll probably like talk to you too much about it.
Wow. What?
That's a bomb dropper, isn't it? That's like dropping a bomb here.
Yeah.
I remember when we were done visiting in North Carolina, like, I'm never gonna put that electronic stuff on my gravel bike. Because remember I rode what's his name? Your buddy whose bike I rode, the giant.
Oh.
Carter.
Yeah, Carter.
Yeah. And you're like, oh no, that electronic drivetrain stuff is wash. I was like, okay. Yeah. I'm like, all right. But this
are you thinking SRAM or Shimano?
SRAM.
Explorer?
Probably because I would like to. What I'm thinking about doing is putting on my ECR, my steel ECR. I want to try and get it 2x.
Oh.
Yeah. I gotta have a 2x here to get me the top end.
Yeah,
you can't go with like a 40 with the Explorer.
This one loves
on my frame. I've got a 36. I can maybe do a 38 chainring on my frame. That's as big as I can go unless I go a 2x in the front.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, though,
man, my 10-year-old niece can ride faster than you on that 38.
but if you win say you win a 38 up front, like you're gonna get a 10 on the back, and like I don't know about you, but the amount of times that I've spun out my gravel bike for like I haven't had a big enough gear to like go fast because like, I'm not like pointy end. But that would be plenty of climbing. That's like a 38, 46.
Yeah, but it's the jumps. It's the jumps.
The jumps. It's what kills you. Like, honestly, the 1x is great. But if you get with some fast boys, that's really where the cracks start to show in the 1x. If you even I have a 42 on mine. But man, you get to anything over 20 miles, 22 miles an hour, you're hunting.
Yeah.
You're gonna like any slight increase in pace. Oh, this gear, the next gear is too hard, or the next gear is too easy.
Yes.
So
that's fair.
Yeah. But if you're not gonna ride in a group and maybe you're maxing out at 20, I think you'll be okay. But man, once you get in a group, forget about it. You're gonna suffer, especially if it's a longer race. But
I guess it's either that or I race a light gravel carbon fiber electronic shifting.
Do we know with the Shimano, the new Q system, do we know if they've done away with that little freaking box, where the cables had to run from the shifters?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
What are you talking about?
On the new Shimano, they have their new wireless system that's supposed to rival SRAM now. Do we know if the Q system is completely wireless now?
Oh,
well,
no.
It's wireless from. So I think the box you're talking about is like the sending unit, or the receiving unit that's going either down the front. That's not there anymore. It's
even for the road stuff, the road shifters.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's wireless from the hoods to the shifters,
and then
from the hoods, from the shifters to the derailleurs. Yeah, and then the battery, and then they're wired to the battery.
Okay. Oh, they're wired to the battery.
Yeah, they don't have a battery pack on each one. They've got a battery that's up in the seat tube, and they're wired to the battery.
See, I don't like
which
that.
is so annoying because that's the issue that you like rattling or disconnecting or like getting shoved down too far.
No. Well, there is in installation. You do have to be careful with pushing the wires and stuff and getting them in there right. I've pinched them before. Rarely, but it happens, But there's no rattling. They give you enough stuff that, you don't. I don't ever carry rattling.
But that's the thing. It's like when you take an axis dropper, if you have axis, like if I've got the same seat collar, like I've got the same diameter, I can pull that seat post out, drop it into the other one, repair it with the app, and boom, I got a dropper on my other bike.
Yep.
You're riding,
And what's nice about this was the difference, the SRAM didn't have really a really good 2x system until recently. I think the 2x stuff. Yeah. There was all like 1x stuff before.
Yeah.
And that's probably what I would do is the SRAM stuff.
Uh,
I think the new Force stuff is cool. Especially with the trickle down brakes from Red.
Dude,
that's what I would do.
We've done some SRAM Red stuff recently. We put a Vamoots 33, all the SRAM Red on it. Chris King purple.
How much was that build? Is what I want to know. Moots Red,
like 14K.
Oh man, yeah. And we're gonna build another one for him.
That's the life.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, okay, so everybody here that's listening and watching has multiple bikes. I try to look for some information on insurance. Like you might be covered if your bike was here and you had a fire or somebody stole it. But if you're riding it, I don't think you're covered.
There's insurance out there that will cover it.
You can buy separate.
But that's the thing about Moots. Like you buy a titanium bike, like you're not going to break it.
That's true.
It's you just take a wire brush to it and you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
So,
except if you're riding
it was a sweet bike. He's a big guy, so he was riding like an extra large, like a 60 or a 62 or something. I'm thinking it was still like 20 pounds or something.
Wow.
Crazy.
For a bike that big, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Ty?
Yeah, you can't go wrong. So with the SRAM, you have the Red. What's the next one down below?
Force
and then Rival.
Do they change the materials? This is just the weight, the kind of
weight. The weight. There was a difference in the so the big thing, they released the new SRAM Red, and the big thing was one finger braking. And so they didn't release the new Force, but they released the new Force, and it has the same technology, and I think it even has the hood shifters on there as well.
Yes.
So those are so useful.
I would love to get those.
Yeah.
And I would love to get them for just one reason. It's like when I'm on the bike and I'm filming, going uphill, it would be nice to be able to swap my shifting, that way I can go to my easier gear with my,
right hand. Yeah.
Graham, Graham, when I was building Aria's bike and he had the SRAM shifting, I was this close to buying a blip and pairing it and putting it on my bike.
Oh my gosh, that would
Just
be
to
amazing.
gift with him. Dude, I should have done that. That would have been.
That would have been so funny.
Man, let me find the picture of Kourtney's bike with the blips there.
See Otter next year, Jason. We'll do it.
You guys are open and loose. By the way, if anybody's watching and you guys want to join us at Sea Otter, please.
Oh yeah.
It would be amazing to have some of our viewers and friends of the channel out there with us. It'd be fantastic. Maybe we'll try to get something going here that's official.
Aria only wants people slower than him, though.
Correct. I don't need you all to make me look bad out there on the bike. They'll be like, man, that guy edits his videos to make him look like he's fast. He's actually slow as hell. Does Jason know how to pair the blips?
Yeah, he runs the shifting cable from the wireless shifter to the blip. That's how he does it.
I do it on my dial-up. I do it on my dial-up on the AOLs.
Oh, hey, shout out to AOL. AOL, for those of you that don't know, is going away officially. The dial-up service. Done? It's going away in September. So there are like 250,000 people in the United States that still use dial-up AOL, and it's going away.
Wait a minute. And that is, Graham, are you on AOL?
Wait a minute. AOL is still a thing.
I am on
still is a thing.
AIM, AOL Instant Messenger, but that's just to talk to my best buddies.
Well, the AOL, the dial-up. There are some places that don't have, internet, like access.
Like West Branch.
Yeah.
West Branch has MediaCom, right?
I can't find it's basically dial-up.
We probably should wrap it up, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I'm
tired.
We're getting distracted with computer tech.
Yeah, it's still around.
We gotta tie this into.
It's around for another month, Yvonne. So get your you've got mails in.
Man, can you imagine opening your email with dial-up, with all the graphics that are in the computer, the latest browsers? Like how long that freaking thing takes. I guess though the other thing to really think about that was not a big thing back in the day is browsers nowadays cache. If you go into the same website, Jason, your fatty strippers, if you go into the same website, we're talking about the fat tire strippers to make it tubeless.
Okay? It's time for me to get off.
I like how we're chatting here and just Yvonne just starts throwing shade at you and I, Graham.
Yeah, Yvonne, for the record, back when I was 16, they were not 70, but they probably are now. So,
all right.
The fatty strippers story will be talked about next week, I think.
Yeah, we'll talk about the fatty strippers next week.
Electronic shifting and fatty strippers. That's what we're going to call our next podcast.
Thanks, you guys. We want to thank Reland for keeping the lights on as always. Olive, World of Bikes, and Jason.
You'll be fine. Flat tire bikes. Yeah.
Flat tire bikes. Yeah.
Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
That's right. When you're in PA, hit up Fat Tire Bikes and the Flat Tire Bikes, and they'll take care of you.
Yep.
Ashley's been on the podcast before. We probably should bring her back one of these days.
Yeah. Swede wants to come on. My buddy's our mechanic Swede.
How cool is he though? We only have cool guests on here.
He's the suspension guy, man. He will go deep into the suspension. Is that the guy
that's riding a unique bike that keeps changing around and all that stuff? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we definitely want to talk to him.
Talk about shocks. He'll go deep. He'll go over your head. Yeah.
All right, guys. Until next week, we might have a surprise, guys. So make sure you tune in next week or this weekend. Actually, it might be a banger. So
keep an eye on Instagram for Flat Tire Instagram.
Exactly. Out.